We're doing another Q&A? Really? There you have it. What's happening, YouTube? So I recently hit 4,000 fans on YouNow. In celebration of this achievement of badassery, I've decided to do another Q&A. And I just killed a bug. Anyways, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Brendan, we don't want another Q&A. All the questions are boring. Do I see you making contributions towards the questions? Well, for those of you who have been contributing and have been asking some awesome questions, thank you so much. This makes my day, and I love being able to read off what you guys are curious about. So, how about we get started? How would you describe Jack the Ripper to a stranger? For those of you who don't watch me on YouNow, we are not asking about Jack the Ripper, the famous serial killer. Jack is one of my homies on YouNow.
What does goals mean? Oh my god. Oh my god. Can someone explain goals to my mom?
We're really close. There's kind of a bromance going on there. Basically, he's just another broadcaster on YouNow. He's a pretty awesome friend, and if you haven't checked out his broadcasts, you guys definitely should. If I had to describe Jack in 10 words: British, blonde, lovable, friendly, clever, sexy, homie, popular, hardcore, and mine. I think that's a good 10. Who is your favorite actor? I'm gonna have to go with Morgan Freeman. Now, I love movies, and I have a lot of fantastic actors that would go on my list for favorite actors, but Morgan Freeman just has to top it off. Anyone who can play God in more than one movie obviously deserves to be somebody's favorite actor. Plus that voice. Oh my god, that voice. How long have you been living in Atlanta, Georgia? This one's a bit of a story. I was born in Thomasville, Georgia, March 3rd, 1996. Until I was 14 months old, I lived in Atlanta, Georgia. When I was 14 months old, we all moved to New York City, Upper West Side of Manhattan. I lived there for about 6 or 7 years, until around 2001, we decided to move back. From then until 2011, I lived in Atlanta. Then I went into boarding schools out west, and that lasted until I was 17. So from 15 to 17, I lived out west. Then I finally moved back to Atlanta, and I've been living here since then. So, I can't do that math. However, if you can, there's your answer. In your broadcast, what was your favorite experience with a fan? That's a really hard one. In fact, I don't know if I can answer that one, because I've had so many awesome moments with all of you guys as fans and everyone else who's ever been on my broadcast. I've had some people just come in and say the sweetest things. I've had people do fan art for me. I've had people say things that are just heart-wrenchingly sweet. And I've also had really big people on YouNow come into my broadcast to say hi. If I had to put anything, it might be my relationship that I've built with my friend Kim. I met Kim through YouNow, and I found out that she lives really close to me. So for her birthday party, I went up and saw her. She was really cool, and it was awesome to meet a fan from YouNow for the first time. Since then, I've been able to build a relationship with Kim, and now I can honestly say that she's like a sister to me. I always want to make sure she's okay, and it's really cool to be able to say that I built a relationship like that with someone through YouNow. If you would get a tattoo, what would it be? I've talked about the tattoos I want to get a few times, but there are 2 that I really want to get. On either of my shoulders, I plan to get 2 tattoos. One of a mythosaur skull. Now, a mythosaur skull is something from Star Wars. It's a Mandalorian symbol, and basically, it stands for brotherhood, standing together, defending your brethren, and for that reason, I really want that on my arm. Plus, it stands for my favorite series of all time, Star Wars. On my other shoulder, I want the symbol of the Chalice Well. My mom and I have gone to England several times together, and she loves the Chalice Well. It's probably one of her favorite spots in the world. She loves the symbol, and I really think it would be cool to honor her by having that symbol on my shoulder. So those are the 2 tattoos I plan on getting. Would you rather burp bubbles or fart glitter? This didn't take me that long to think about. I would definitely want to fart glitter. And I want to say that that's simply because farting glitter will stay in your pants. You don't have to embarrass yourself by everybody seeing the glitter, but you would embarrass yourself when everyone sees those bubbles coming up.
Use the loofah.
So, for that reason, I'd rather fart glitter so that at least I could be a little bit more discreet about it. This one kind of counts as 2. It says in your bio that you handle merch. What is it like doing that? Also, if you had to pick between 3 people to have dinner with, who would they be? For those of you who don't know, I'm the merch man for the band My Last Years.
Head up high, don't look down. Forget those names, forget this town. I'm not a face in the crowd anymore. I'm screaming for someone down there. Most of the time I feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm done.
Doing merchandise for My Last Years has actually been really cool. I've never done merch for a band before, and past experiences have always been part of the band, and it's really cool to take a step back and look at it from a more marketing perspective as opposed to just playing music. On the bright side, I always get to go into shows free, I get to meet cool people, and really, to be honest, I'm a pretty crappy merch man, so what I always end up doing is just leaving the booth and going and rocking out with my homies whenever there's a breakdown. However, it's really awesome to hang out with these guys and watch them progress, whether it's building them a website, or getting them new connections, or finding them new opportunities. Whatever the case be, I've had so much fun with it, and I really hope to continue. 3 people to have dinner with. Probably Bo Boken, Lights Boken, and Rocket Boken. Bo is the lead singer of Bless the Fall, Lights is the artist, Lights, and Rocket is their adorable baby girl. If I could have dinner with these 3 people, or even take them out to dinner or anything, it would be fantastic. Childhood confession. Okay, this is a weird one. I have so many things that I did when I was a kid, but I guess I can name one of them. Back when I lived in New York, I was in my French class, and I must have been in pre-K or kindergarten or one of the two. I don't know why I did it. Maybe to impress the ladies, maybe because I just felt like a hooligan. I really have no idea, but I just dropped trow. Now keep in mind, I might have been less than 4 years old, but I went all pants on the ground right in the classroom. I vaguely recall doing it. I don't even think I wiggled my junk around or anything, or even peed. I think I just dropped trow just to show off, hey, bigger than yours. So yeah, if you can consider that a confession, then there's my confession for you guys. That wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like this thing up. If you didn't like it, be sure to leave some comments on what you would like to see in the future so that I can make it better for you guys. Because I genuinely want to know what I can do to make you guys enjoy this more. With nothing else to say, I guess we should wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Brendan Bagwell, and be sure to keep it adorable.